Hello everyone and welcome back to Beatley Tone's Beatles channel. Lovely to have you here. Thanks for joining me for this video and I hope you're all doing well. Now, a couple of months ago I started a new series on the channel which I was calling Beatley Tone's Beatles Bargain of the Month, where I was sort of going out and trawling the internet and trying to find some Beatles bargains to tell you about, so that you didn't have to go searching for them yourself. And I wanted it to be a kind of a monthly video that I did, a monthly series, but obviously November was kind of consumed with Now and Then and Red and Blue, so there wasn't time to do it. So I thought, now we're in December, it's almost Christmas, let's do another one and make some suggestions for Christmas presents for the Beatle head in your life, or more importantly, if someone is buying you presents for Christmas, for you to let them know what you want in your stocking. So I've got a few things to show you in this video. The first thing, very cheap, a nice magazine by Record Collector. It's one of their special magazines where they devote the whole issue to Paul McCartney, and this is basically all about his solo career. It discusses every single album that Paul has ever made, not just the pop albums, but also, you know, the classical albums, the Fireman albums. It kind of starts at McCartney, and it's kind of got a format. There's a review of every album by a different journalist. It tells you all the tracks that are on the album, the producer, the release date, the UK chart position, the peak chart position, and what it would cost you to buy a first pressing. I know from this, McCartney won about £50 for an original first pressing, and it progresses through his his career. Say it touches on every album, including the sort of the experimental, the Fireman stuff, the classical stuff, compilations, live albums, and also at the back there's a complete discography which kind of tells you all the different versions of every single album and how much they are worth. So you could look at something like Pipes of Peace, for example, and we've got sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different versions of Pipes of Peace. The original gatefold LP version, then the CD that was pressed in 1991, then the 2 LP gatefold, that's the archive edition. Then there's the 2 CD and DVD, that is the archive edition, the box set. The 2 CD, which is the version of the archive LP with the bonus tracks, and also the version that's pressed on silver vinyl. So it basically goes through the whole catalogue from McCartney to McCartney 3 and everything in between. A really good magazine, I thought. This is $8.95 to order from. You just go to Record Collector's website and you can just order it. There'll be postage cost. I think in the UK it was about £1.20, so it was about a tenner all in all. Obviously it'd be more if you live further afield than that, but that's a magazine I think is well worth getting as a stocking filler. One thing I forgot to mention on the Record Collector thing is there is actually a couple of pages devoted to Dino V. A lot of you may know Dino V. I think he subscribes to my channel. I subscribe to his. He's quite active on Facebook, and there's an interview with him about his collecting habits, which is quite interesting as well. So that's another reason to get the Record Collector Paul McCartney special. Okay, I want to talk about a couple of books. The first one is a book called Act Naturally, The Beatles on Film by Steve Matteo. Now, this book is a deep dive into the films that the Beatles made. So Hard Day's Night, Help, Magical Mystery Tour, Yellow Submarine, Let It Be. It also covers the Get Back documentary, and it is a real deep dive into the making of these films, but not just the making of the films. It also kind of surrounds the making of the films by talking about the culture that was around the times when the films were being made and when the Beatles were writing music for the films, what music was kind of about and that sort of thing. So it kind of puts it into context, if you like. And it also talks about the subsequent VHS and DVD releases, talks about the extras and that sort of thing. So if you're into the Beatles on film, you want to find out more about the films that the Beatles made, this could be a book for you, because it is a real sort of deep dive into those films. Now, if you are interested in buying it, it's quite a good price at the moment. If you're in America, Amazon.com, I've got this for about $14. It's $13 if you want the Kindle version. If you're in the UK, Amazon.co.uk, I've got this for about £16. So if you're into the Beatles on film, Act Naturally, The Beatles on Film by Steve Matteo could be a book that you will be interested in. Now, the second book that I want to talk about is Living the Beatles, Legend by Ken Womack. This is the Mal Evans story. Ken Womack is well known as a Beatles author. He's written many books on the Beatles, and the main source for this book is Mal Evans' actual diaries, which Ken was able to contact Gary Evans, who is Mal Evans' son, and Gary kindly gave Ken access to Mal's diaries. So there's a lot of detail of what it was like working for the Beatles and working with the Beatles in this book. I'd also like to thank my subscriber Rob, who very, very kindly sent me the audio book of this when I broke my arm. It was really, really kind of him, and I've kind of been dipping in and out of it, but what I really need to do is settle to it from the beginning, listen to the beginning rather than cherry pick the bits that I know that I want to find out about. But Living the Beatles, Legend by Ken Womack, definitely a must-read book. I think it's a real insight into life with the Beatles in the 60s. And if you're after that book, they've got a little bit off on Amazon.co.uk. You can pick up the hardback version of this book for just 20 quid. It's $44 in the US, so not such a bargain in America, but £20 is a good price in the UK. That's Living the Beatles, Legend by Ken Womack. Okay, enough about the written word. Let's start talking about some music. And I've picked out this Pure McCartney, the CD version. This is a 4 CD compilation of Paul's solo material. Now, Paul said when he was compiling this that he was kind of thinking about, if he was going on a long car journey, which songs from his solo career would he want on his playlist? And that's kind of what he has arranged here. So it comes in this sort of hardback book sort of format, a few pictures at the start, then it sort of gives you the credits and stuff for all the songs. There are sort of lots of pictures. Take it away there, and it does sort of go throughout, and then you kind of get to the bit where the CDs, and I'll say there's 4 CDs on here. There are 64 tracks across the 4 CDs, and what I like about this compilation is that there's no rhyme or reason to it, so nothing's in chronological order or anything like that. It's just like a random playlist. So if I'll show you the track listing, which you can pause as you go through it. But if you look at, say, CD 4, for example, it starts up with Coming Up from McCartney 2, then Too Much Rain from Chaos and Creation, Good Times Coming, Feel the Sun from Press to Play, Good Night Tonight, standalone single, Baby's Request from Back to the Egg, With a Little Luck from London Town, Little Willow from Flaming Pie, Only Mama Knows from Memory Almost Full, Don't Let It Bring You Down from London Town, Backseat of My Car from Ram, No More Lonely Nights from Broad Street, Great Day from Flaming Pie, Venus and Mars Rock Show from Venus and Mars, Temporary Secretary from McCartney 2, Hope for the Future standalone single, and Junk from McCartney 1. So he's kind of mixing it all up. A really good compilation, I think, this one. And the price for this on Amazon at the moment, £31. I thought that was a good price. 4 CDs, 64 tracks, 31 quid. Any takers for that? Maybe. Okay, the final item that I'm going to show today is this, the Lennon Signature Box from 2010. This is a digital remaster of all John's studio albums and a bit extra as well, which I'll talk about in a minute. But while all the flippers on eBay are charging, you know, sort of 130, 140 pounds for this on eBay, Amazon have sneaked in and have got this up for sale for 70 quid in the UK, and I'll talk about the US in a minute. But the box, the sort of the top comes off like that, and it's a very well made box. It's got this little design around the side. It's got this this secret drawer here, which I'll show you what is in it. It's nothing to get too excited about, but there's like a little book inside, and it's got the family tree drawing, and you also get a download card as well. That's the little secret drawer. There is a hardback book that comes with it, and this is very nice. I'm not sure how many pages this is. It's probably about 50, yeah, about 60 pages on this hardback book. It's got a few sort of nice pictures and essay about the albums and stuff. Very nice. It's a very nice set, this. So that's the hardback book. You also get this, which comes inside it, from Yoko, Julian and Sean, and it kind of opens out into a sort of a give peace a chance thing. And on the back, you've got a bit written by Yoko and a bit written by Julian and a bit written by Sean as well about it. When you open up the box, it kind of looks like that. The CDs are inside there. Now there are there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 CDs in here, but 2 of them are doubles, so it's like 11 discs, and I'll show you what you get. And it's basically all the studio albums. So you've got Plastic Ono Band, and they've all got this like nice signature strip down the side, and you know, a little bit extra to what you would get, you know, on the original album. There's no sort of it's not really a digipack sort of thing, but you do get you know, a booklet with it, of course, with the words and essay about the album and everything as well. So it's kind of expanded a little bit. That's Plastic Ono Band. Obviously the experimental albums are not included, so it kind of starts with Plastic Ono Band. That is Imagine. Opens up like that. It's very, very nice. Again, the booklet that comes with it. And it's obviously different pictures to what you got with the original album. All very nice stuff. Sometime in New York City. And this, of course, is a double album. So that's your sort of live jam disc, and that's your regular album. Mind Games. Walls and Bridges. Rock and Roll. Double Fantasy. Milk and Honey. Okay, so those are your sort of your main core albums. Now there is a double CD of extras. So there's two CDs in this. So one of these is the non-album track singles. So basically, Give Peace a Chance, Cold Turkey, Instant Karma, Power to the People, Move Over Miss L, which is the B-side of Stand By Me, and did I say Give Peace? And Happy Christmas, War Is Over. So that's on one CD, and then the other is called Home Tape. So these are a bunch of demos. We've got Mother, Love, God, I Found Out, Nobody Told Me, Honey Don't, One of the Boys, India, India, Serve Yourself, Isolation, Remember, Beautiful Boy, and I Don't Want to Be a Soldier on that. So 13 tracks on the second CD. So that's 11 CDs in a lovely box, 70 quid. I think that is a good deal. Now, unfortunately, that is only available in the UK. They don't have that on Amazon.com at the moment. But what they do have on Amazon.com is the vinyl version of this, and they've got 30% off that. That should be around $200. They're actually selling it at the moment for $130. If you are going for that, just be aware that the vinyl version doesn't come with these extra two CDs or two extra albums. It's just got the core albums from Plastic Ono Band to Milk and Honey. Okay, so that is the John Lennon Signature Box. I think as we're approaching Christmas fast, I don't think there's been any sort of, really rock solid bargains like we found in October when we found the Let It Be CD Super Deluxe box set for £40. That was an unbelievable bargain, and that went really quickly. And I think because it's Christmas, I don't think people are giving stuff away at this time of year. But we'll have another look in January and see if we can find some more bargains in the January sale. But I hope that I've managed to find something that you might be interested in. If I have, please tell me about it down in the comments, or if you've got any of these items you want to talk about, please do. You can talk about anything. I read all your comments and I do respond to all your comments. Now, I'm not sure whether this is going to be my last video before Christmas, or I might manage to get another one in before Christmas, but just in case I don't, I just wanted to make sure that I said, I just wanted to thank all the subscribers to this channel. Thank you so much for your unbelievable support during 2023. You have been absolutely amazing with all your comments and getting involved in the channel and all that sort of thing. Really appreciate you all being here, and I just wanted to make sure that I wish you and your family very happy Christmas, and we'll see you on the other side for some more Beatley fun. Now, the other thing that I wanted to say was one last sort of call to arms. If you could just take 1 second just to give this video a thumbs up, because it really helps with the algorithm. The YouTube algorithm helps my videos get out there. And if you're not subscribed and you've just sort of, stumbled across this video by accident, please consider supporting the channel by subscribing, because it really does help. I'd really love to have you on board. Okay, well, that is it from me. I will see you all very soon. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you all very soon. Bye-bye.